There's a legendary road that stretches 2,448 miles connecting Chicago to Los Angeles known as Route 66. It's home to unique landmarks, forgotten history, and most importantly, restaurants that have served travelers for decades. I've been planning a road trip along this historic road because I really want to eat at its most famous spots, and over the next few days, I'm finally turning that dream into reality. This is a 5-part story that begins all the way at the beginning of the route in a place nicknamed the Windy City.
The first restaurant is about 10 blocks that way, so let's start walking.
Now, for those who don't know, Route 66 was one of the original US highways, established in 1926, and it goes across 8 different states.
I promise I'm gonna have a car for the rest of this. I just wanted to get some cardio in since I'm gonna be eating a lot over the next 5 days.
After a quick 20-minute stroll, I finally made it to restaurant number 1,
Lou Mitchell's. I saw pictures of this place online, but the outside looks way cooler. So this breakfast spot has been around since 1923, and apparently it's nicknamed the first stop on the Mother Road.
That's just another nickname for Route 66, by the way, because it basically gave rise to everything we now associate with the Great American Road Trip, like diners, hotels, gas stations, and the weird roadside stuff in between.
I'm really excited to try this place, but I'm also a little nervous because this is gonna set the tone for my entire journey. It's literally the first place, and I really hope it's good. Good morning. Just for one. Oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
Just from walking in, it was obvious that this quirky little diner really was the perfect place to start this road trip at. There was Route 66 memorabilia all over the walls. They had it on their menu, and not to mention their merch literally says where the road begins. Pretty cool.
I did already order a coffee since the sign out front said they make the world's finest cup. It was pretty good.
Let's figure out what to eat. They have so many options for food, and it all sounds delicious. They got eggs, a bunch of different eggs Benedicts, a huge list of fluffy jumbo omelets, all different kinds. And look at these pancake options. I am getting serious decision paralysis right about now.
What do you think is the best thing here?
So we're known for our omelets and our pancakes. Those are signature items.
Got it. Which one's your favorite?
I like the chocolate chip or plain.
All right, I'll do the chocolate chip. And then what's your favorite dessert here?
Well, so today I only have donuts, pecan rolls.
Got it. You can surprise me. Thank you.
Now, during this trip, I'll be judging every restaurant along the way based on 3 things: their signature dish, a dessert, and just the overall vibe of the place. Then I'll give each spot a numerical score out of 10 in order to crown the best restaurant on Route 66. And look, I know this isn't a perfect system, but keep in mind, I'm not actually a real food critic.
Thank you. Ooh, is this a donut hole?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, thank you.
So I actually did read up about this online. While you wait for your food here, they actually hand out fruits and a donut hole. Pretty cool. I've also never seen a donut hole that looks like this. It's like perfectly fried and crispy. Cheers. Yo, that's fire. That was actually so different from a regular donut hole. Normally donut holes are like, you know, kind of squishy. This one had a real nice crunch to start off, but it was still soft and doughy. I like it. As I wait for my hopefully delicious chocolate chip pancakes, I couldn't help but wonder if anyone else eating breakfast at another table nearby was also starting their Route 66 journey today. It's definitely a possibility since this is where you're supposed to start.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the food has arrived. 1 serving of beautiful chocolate chip pancakes.
This looks absolutely amazing, but I am a little confused. Normally when you order chocolate chip pancakes, people will bake it into the actual batter. This is just like little toppings on top. I don't know how much that actually changes things, but regardless, I am excited to eat this. My waitress also brought over desserts. She said her favorite donut was this chocolate one, so we'll save that for later. Let's eat. All right, y'all. Cheers.
As I took my first bite, I did my best to remember every other pancake I've ever eaten in my entire life, just so I'd have something to compare these to.
Yo, this is gonna be a good road trip. I promise I'm not exaggerating because this is the first stop. These pancakes are perfect. They're super light and fluffy. They're sweet, but not too sweet. And I don't know if it's because they have their own blend of maple syrup, but it complements the pancakes so well. Oh my God. Now, before I get too full from the pancakes, I do want to try the donut. Based on the bottom of this, I think this is a cake donut. Oh my God.
I normally don't like cake donuts, but because of how this was fried, it kind of gives me the same feeling a State Fair funnel cake would. I wish y'all could try this. A few minutes went by and my waitress Audrey came back over to check on me. I somehow ended up telling her about this entire trip and asked if she had any advice for me. Not only about Route 66, but just as a first-time road tripper in general.
Just enjoy yourself, you know, but try to hit places that are in the book so that you can have memorabilia and, you know,
Gotcha.
with you and stuff like that. You came to Blue Mitchell, so
Oh,
we're in the beginning of the row.
Yeah, that's exactly why I
I
came.
got some stuff for you. I'll bring
Oh,
it.
thank you so much. Oh, awesome. This piece of paper right here has the story of Lou Mitchell's, and this little book literally has a bunch of cool stops. Thank you. I put those books away so I could use them on the road later, and then I tried to finish the rest of these very tasty pancakes. But despite my best efforts, 3 pancakes and a cake donut, a little too much food for me to eat this early in the morning. However, I do have enough information to score restaurant number 1. Based on the 3 things I'm judging them on, Lou Mitchell's gets a solid 8 out of 10. I know that seems high, but trust me, if you were here, you'd get it. As far as I know, this score could be the highest score out of the entire series. I doubt it, but you never really know. Before I left, Audrey came back to say goodbye, wished me luck, and told me to have as much fun as possible on the trip. She's the best, and honestly is the main reason I'd come back here. This was delicious. I had a very good time. Now that we're officially done eating, remember that car I mentioned earlier? Well, it's actually an RV.
Let's go.
What's up, dude? You ready for this adventure?
Dude, let's go.
Oh, let's go. Surprise, everyone. I'm not doing this RV trip alone because we got Jim here.
You better believe it.
I definitely had to bring Jim along for this trip because driving along Route 66 has been a bucket list item for the both of us.
I just always wanted to do this. Nostalgia. Americana.
I wanted to do this because of the movie Cars.
It's a good reason.
Anyways, let me give y'all a tour of this RV. Don't try this at home. I've never been in an RV before, so I don't actually know if I'm gonna fall over, but yeah. Over here we have the front of the RV. There's Jim, obviously. Right above it is my bedroom during this journey. We got a nice little dining area, 2 seats, a table. This also converts to a bed. Got a little kitchenette, gas stove, sink, microwave. Surprisingly, lots of storage. This is the fridge with a freezer. I'm not gonna open it because our drinks will fall out. Over here we got Jim's bed. Also got a good amount of storage, a little window. And this final room right here is the bathroom. Bathroom sink, and inside, a full-blown shower and toilet. Outside of the restaurants, this RV is where Jim and I are gonna be spending 99% of our time. We're literally staying at RV parks every single night. I've never been on a real road trip before, and honestly, this feels like the perfect one. Now, before I go sit back up front with Jim, whoa! Let me tell you all about my friends over at Coopert who helped make this episode possible. Coopert is a free AI-powered shopping assistant designed to help you save money while online shopping. Millions of people already use it every week, and it has a 4.7 rating on Trustpilot, so you don't gotta worry about it stealing any links. The way it works is it automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes possible so you can avoid paying full price. Not to mention, Coopert works with over 200,000 retailers globally, so it's pretty easy to find a good deal. We ordered a bunch of things online for this road trip like bedding, cleaning supplies, snacks, and we managed to get some discounts thanks to Coopert. And that's not all it does. Coopert also has cashback reward offers that you can withdraw via PayPal, gift card, or through your bank. And it also has a price comparison service that helps you make sure you're getting the best deal. It's available on all major web browsers, and the best part is, it's completely free. Smart shoppers use Coopert, so if you want to try it for yourself, click the link in my description to install it for free and never overpay for something online ever again. All right, y'all, we made it to restaurant number 2, Del Rey's Chicken Basket. So Jim, I am very excited to eat here because this restaurant was actually featured on season 5 of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Guy Fieri says the fried chicken and mac and cheese are delicious. What are you thinking?
I find that hard to believe.
Why?
The best fried chicken I ever had, Atlanta.
I've never been to Atlanta, so I have no idea what Jim's talking about. I rated Lou Mitchell's an 8 out of 10. Do you think this place can beat it?
I have no idea.
We're gonna find out. Let's go inside. Now, this historic Route 66 stop wasn't always a restaurant. It started out as a small gas station in the 1930s with just a small lunch counter selling chicken. It wasn't until 1946 when a dude named Delbert Rhea bought the building and turned it into what it is today. After you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It smells good.
It smells really good in here. We checked in and got led to our table in this huge farmhouse-style room. I'm talking plaid tablecloths and decorations you'd probably find in your grandma's house. Jim, what do you think of the vibes so far?
I mean, I like it. It's like a, nice side of the road type place that you would expect on Route 66, especially right in the beginning, starting this whole thing off.
How do you feel about the roosters on the ceiling? Huh?
I mean, okay, to each his own.
They're everywhere. We're being watched.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Along with the weirdly large assortment of roosters, there's also a wall all the way in the back room with a bunch of Route 66 signs, license plates. This place is pretty cool. We looked through the menu, and I don't think I've ever seen this many different chicken options at any other restaurant before. They are famous for their chicken though, so I guess I should have expected that. We both had quite a hard time deciding what to order, but we got some good news when our waitress came by and told us about the buffet option. It was super cheap, and not to mention, it let us try all of the food they're the most famous for, so kind of a no-brainer. We've officially placed our buffet order. Jim, do you know what I normally do during this section?
You walk up and you go, let's do it.
No. What's it time for?
Buffet time.
No. It's time for a buffet tour.
Do you say that?
Yeah, well, at the buffet. So over here we got a salad bar, a little soup station, some breakfast foods, the sides, and finally, their famous fried chicken. Jim, can I get some assistance? Yes, sir. The whole thing. The food has been acquired. What do you think?
I mean, it looks great. We'll see how it tastes.
I kept things simple. I just got a regular piece of fried chicken and some mac and cheese. Jim pretty much got the same thing, but he also got some barbecue chicken.
Yeah, I got this little guy right here. I got this little dude.
First up, smell check.
Is that what you do in the buffet?
No, I'm just making stuff up right now. Since everyone's already seen me eat, Jim, I would like you to have the first bite of the famous fried chicken.
Here we go. The chicken itself, very moist, very good.
How's it compare to Atlanta?
It's different. It's different in Atlanta. Atlanta's fried chicken is more fried, more crispy, has that crunchier outer crust. This is more of like a, I don't want to put it down, but like a shake and bake type fried chicken.
You like it though?
Oh, it's very good.
I see what you mean.
Right? It's a little different.
It kind of tastes like Thanksgiving. All right, let's try this mac and cheese. Cheers. I don't know how I feel about this. So I'm not a chef, but I do know some food terms. It feels like this mac and cheese was made with like a bechamel sauce along with the cheese. That's why it's thicker and creamier. It's good. I think I'm thrown off because I'm not used to mac and cheese being this creamy. I'm also used to eating mac and cheese when you have like some panko breadcrumbs on top for like a little texture change, like some baked mac and cheese.
I'm used to the Texas barbecue mac and cheese.
Yeah. Next, Jim tried his barbecue chicken, which I did not get.
Dude, that is good.
He liked that chicken so much, he went back for another plate. I, on the other hand, tapped out since I was still full from Lou Mitchell's. However, I did eventually manage to find some room for a little sweet treat. Desserts have been acquired. I only got a little slice of, I think this is chocolate cake. Meanwhile, Jim got chocolate cake, a brownie, and banana pudding.
Yeah. I mean, go big or go home.
Cheers. Jim, do you have enough information to score this restaurant?
Oh my God. This is a tough one.
I'm gonna have you give your score first, and then I'll give mine, and then we'll combine it for the actual score.
So, I'm going to give it, I was originally going to say an 8.3. I'm going to add 5 to that, 8.8. And the reason why is because that barbecue chicken was damn good.
An 8.8? That is insane. Honestly, this place was good, but I would only give it like a 7.
Really?
Yeah, the fried chicken was good, but there just wasn't like it wasn't like exciting. I feel like a 7's still fair. It's above average.
7 is definitely fair. Like I said, I gave it higher because, first of all, it almost tasted like, grandma's fried chicken. And then the barbecue chicken, which I know you didn't have, that was really good. Like, really good. That's what kind of pushed it over the top for me.
8.8 and a 7. I don't know what that averages out to, but my editor's going to put the score on the screen, so... If my math is right, that means Del Rey's Chicken Basket's score averages out to a solid 7.9, which does put it in second place, only slightly behind Lou Mitchell's. Alrighty. Jim?
Yo.
I'm full. I try not to food coma. The good news is we have a long drive to the next restaurant.
Yeah, we do.
And we're probably gonna make some cool stops along the way. All right, y'all. So we just made a quick pit stop in Gardner, Illinois, because there's a very cute gift shop I saw on like this landmark Route 66 app we're using.
This adorable red building on the side of the road is just called The Shop on Route 66.
I want Jim and I to buy at least one souvenir every single day, just for the memories. I feel like that's a good enough reason to go shopping.
Now, regardless of how much you plan during a trip, something is always bound to go wrong.
So it says online that this place is supposed to be open, but there's a sign on the door that says the owner won't be back until 2 o'clock. It's around 1:30 right now, so I mean, 27-minute wait, not too bad. I'm hoping this doesn't throw off our schedule.
Since we now had some time to kill, Jim and I decided to do what anyone would do if they had to wait 30 minutes in front of a cool-looking building. Then, right when 2 o'clock came rolling along, the owner of the shop finally arrived and we got to go inside. I'm not really sure what I thought a Route 66 gift shop would look like, but this is not what I pictured. It kind of felt like Santa's workshop in here. This is Josh, the owner of the place, and over the years, he's been collecting tons of vintage Coca-Cola memorabilia just for decorations, which also explains why the building is red. We got to talking, and he told us that this building has been in his family for generations, and showed us a few photos of what the entire street looked like back in the 70s.
These are my grandparents in the office, but that clock is the clock that sits above the front window here that came out of the lumberyard.
Wow.
He was super nice and taught us a bunch of history about the route, along with recommending some cool places we should stop at. Then I looked around a bit to see what souvenirs he sold and found the perfect one for this first day. Before we checked out, Josh wanted to pour us a little drink for the road.
Cheers.
Cheers.
66.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know what he poured us to drink, but
Oh, that's good.
then he rang up our items and took us outside for a few photos to put on his Facebook page of Route 66 travelers that have stopped by that day.
Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Take care.
Souvenirs have been acquired. I got a cute little pin.
Got a sticker. It's my laptop.
All right, back on the road. Now, as we head to the next restaurant, there is something I need to explain to y'all about Route 66. Although it's essentially the most famous highway of all time, once the US interstate came along, most of the road was actually either changed, combined with the interstate, or just got broken up into random sections across the country. Which brings me to this really cool navigation app we found. Not only does this let us follow the original Route 66 path as much as possible, it also points out cool landmarks we pass by, like this gigantic mural. There was also this really interesting stretch of road called the Route 66 Memory Lane, where they just had a bunch of old vintage signs from back in the day.
Wow, look at that sign.
Frozen custard, maybe.
We finally made it to the Aristen Cafe.
Never know what to do with my hands.
This restaurant behind us was opened in 1924, and it's considered the oldest continuously operating restaurant along the entire highway. Since this restaurant is so old, it's crazy to imagine the amount of people that have eaten here, and soon we'll be able to say we've had a meal here too. We made our way inside, and my first thought when I stepped through that front door is that this place feels like a blast from the past. Jim, what do you think of the place so far?
I like it. I mean, it's interesting. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. I like the vibe.
I didn't notice this until editing, but as you can see from my face, I don't actually feel the same way Jim does about this place. It felt like this restaurant was trying to be fancy with the white tablecloths and the staff all in nice uniforms, but at the same time, it kind of looked like a traditional diner without the usual comfortable diner vibe.
One thing I've learned from these Route 66 restaurants so far is that they sell a lot of different food. There's so many options.
As per usual, when we couldn't decide what to get, we decided to ask our waitress, and she mentioned that their special today was a country fried steak, so that's what I got. Meanwhile, Jim ordered their famous pork tenderloin. The food order has been placed. My order actually comes with a soup and salad bar, so I'm gonna go get some soup here in a second. Are you excited for your pork tenderloin?
I am. It's supposed to be the best.
Time to go get some soup. I got my soup. It's actually pretty good.
It looks good.
It's flavorful.
Not a bad start, if I do say so myself. But things quickly started going downhill when our food arrived and something was a little off with Jim's pork tenderloin. Jim, you don't look happy, okay? Tell me why.
Well, I wasn't expecting a sandwich. You think pork tenderloin, you think it's going to be...
A pork chop. I do feel bad that that's not what you expected. However, my country fried steak looks pretty good. Jim, it's all you. Your pork tenderloin sandwich.
I'm very surprised.
You actually like it?
Yeah, good. It's not what I expected. You want to try a piece of the pork?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. All right, time for this country fried steak.
Here we go.
Cheers. It's actually good. You need to try this.
All right. Totally not what I expected.
I'm so confused.
I kind of like the gravy.
Me too. The gravy's great. I don't understand what's going on here.
I know we kind of sound like two idiots right about now, but I did some digging afterwards and found a few reviews from multiple people also hyping up the gravy. Apparently it's made with the fat from breakfast sausages, which I'm not exactly sure if that's any different from how gravy is made in Texas, but it tastes really good. We cleared our plates, then our waitress brought out this huge display with all of their desserts for us to choose from.
We got the chocolate delight. This looks delightful. You ready to eat?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh,
I like that.
I like that a lot.
That's good.
I wasn't sure how I was gonna rate this place, because although the food was good, it wasn't my favorite, but this dessert is my favorite one I've had all day. I'm stressed now.
Yeah, I hear you. I was thinking the same thing.
We continued to eat while thinking about our scores, paid the bill, then made our way back to the RV for the final deliberations.
Jim, are you ready for the ratings?
I'm ready.
This took so long to decide, we could not decide while we were in the building. I'll go first. For me, the Aristen Cafe gets a 7.2. The reason is the vibes were odd. The dessert, however, was unreal. That bumped it up.
7. Even. Originally, I was going to give it lower than that, but exactly like you said, and I'm trying to copy here, but the dessert.
That dessert was so good. That is the best dessert
Yeah.
we've had all day.
And I feel bad giving it a 7. It's not a bad score. I would come here again.
Yeah.
With that being said, it seems like the final score for the Aristen Cafe is a 7.1. Not a bad score at all, but it's not enough to beat the other two spots.
Can you imagine it didn't start?
That's what I was...
Surprise! I was the one filming that B-roll shot.
After leaving the Aristen Cafe, we kept driving for a few hours and crossed the border into Missouri, eventually arriving at RV Park number 1. This is where we're staying tonight. So I've never stayed in an RV before, much less set an RV up, so Jim showed me how to get everything working, like hook up the electricity, connect the RV to the camp's water line, and we even brought some firewood so I could learn how to make a fire. It's officially time for bed. I'm in my top bunk right here. Day 1 on Route 66 was unreal. I cannot believe how many cool things we were able to see today. And also, I was not expecting the restaurants to be that good. Just today alone, it makes me so much more excited for the next few days. Now, I wanted everyone to see a little bit of what Route 66 was like before bringing this up. But another one of my goals for this series is to help raise money for businesses and restaurants along the road, like Josh's shop, or even any of the more unknown restaurants that I won't be able to make it to. I've partnered with the National Trust for Historic Preservation to help raise money for their Preserve Route 66 fund. You can find a link to donate down below. Every dollar counts towards helping businesses and restaurants I'm going to see along the way. With that being said, good night, Jim.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, y'all. See you in the morning.